Yeah.
It's your boy Nute. Welcome to the Vendetta Army.
What is happening? What is going on? Good evening, good morning, guten morgen, everybody. It's your boy Big Will. Manute.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
My boy Dre. I'm trying to
Dre Mac is in the house.
trying to make sure we actually are streaming. Do you see it?
We are streaming because I put it on my other phone just to make sure that we were streaming.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing it when I go to YouTube because I wanted to watch along to see how it looked. But it is up.
It's up.
Why don't I see it? Hold on, people. We live, so you got to deal with it.
Because like I said, I see it.
Oh, okay. Whoa. I think I just saw it. Hold on. Thought I saw something that said live. There it is, live. Okay.
Yeah.
There it is. All right. There it is. Yeah, what's going on, people? What's happening? How you doing? Everything like that. What up, Dre? How we doing?
What's up? Of course, you already know it's another episode of Raw Talk. You already know. With me and Manute get together, start talking about last episode's Monday Night Raw, breaking it down. You know how we do it.
Yeah. So let's get into this. Before we get started, I want to make sure that everybody go ahead and smash and hit that like button. Hook the boys up. You know how YouTube is with the algorithms. You know.
Yes.
Hit that like button.
Like, subscribe, comment. Make sure you guys are commenting. Put it in the comment section. You know what I mean? What you guys are or guys are thinking and everything. And we gonna get this thing started, just like Monday Raw started last night. Monday Night Raw started last night with Sasha Banks. Kicked off the show, but before she addressed the WWE Universe, a video package recapped her ongoing issues with Natalya and Becky Lynch. Now, Banks said that she was gone for 4 months, out of sight, but all she heard was about herself. This brought chance to Becky from fans, which I don't know why, but she said that she heard all the gossip about throwing a fit, crying at WrestleMania 35, which she said she admittedly did, and taking her ball and going home. Now, the boss said that she had all these things because she was relegated to the tag team with a tag title match that she did not care about. And honestly, does any of us really care about the women's tag team titles? We kind of don't.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Because the tag titles, as she says, it means even less than just having a regular match. Now, Lynch, though, main event at WrestleMania, she cited that the man's paycheck, man's paycheck, said she got a bigger paycheck because she did main event WrestleMania, and then claimed attacking Natalya was part of her plan. Banks claimed that she was the standard bearer of the division. Now, is she wrong about that? Nope. Banks claims that she was the standard bearer before finding herself on the receiving end of the attack of the Queen of Hearts, which I'm not gonna lie, Natalya looked kind of good when she when she came down the ring. Mm-hmm. But officials separated the two women to close out the opening segment. Personally, I do like the fact that they kicked it off with Sasha Banks. They're making Sasha Banks again a big deal, which needs to be a big deal. She does not need to be relegated to stupid matches, you know what I'm saying, and stupid tag team division matches that nobody cares about. I am more invested in the men's division tag team than I do with this women's tag team title. I know it's something for them to do, but nobody I actually care. So it was a good segment. to kick off Raw, have Sasha Banks kind of deliver a good promo. She did kick off the promo very well, saying that she did not care about the tag team titles. She did not. She did take her ball and go home. She enjoyed her vacation. That she did cry at WrestleMania 35. She admitted all of that, which was actually good to admit. Yeah, I did it. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm back with a vengeance, making her really a big heel going towards a clash eventually with Becky Lynch. So it was okay. It was pretty good to me.
Yeah, the way I feel about it is, she basically, it was a shoot interview because everybody knows the deal was with her and Bayley at WrestleMania. They was upset because they wanted to take the tag team titles and make something of them, and then they had them drop them to the Iconics, the two people on the roster who were still stuck in the Divas era. So they was completely upset about that, and Sasha almost left over it. Bayley, if they wouldn't have offered her the world title, she probably would have been gone just as long as Sasha. They probably offered Sasha something similar, but Sasha was still so mad that she didn't accept it. She just stayed at home, took some time, and chilled. So when she comes back, I'm glad they addressing it because everybody reads dirt sheets. Everybody gets on the internet. Everybody knows what was going on with the situation. So it's good that they addressed it and let her shoot on it a little bit. Clearly, she didn't mention any of the AEW stuff, which, like Sami Zayn did now. Whether they made him do that or not, but it kind of seems like ever since he did that, he's been in the doghouse. But I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have said it if they didn't give the okay, or maybe not. Who knows? maybe that explains what's going on with Sami right now.
Because besides Sami just being pathetic, it could have been that, And I like the way the promo. It is a shoot promo, basically. That's really all it is a shoot promo. A little realism, a little bit of the writing going along with it. But I believe, to me, it set up a bigger angle. Not with Natalya, because as much as I love Natalya, she's not the end game. We already know who the end game is, and that's Becky Lynch, and that's unseating the man. So, I can't wait for them to clash because, for all the deficiencies that Becky Lynch has, she can wrestle when it comes to her and Sasha Banks. What I'm saying is her and Sasha Banks can put on a good show. To me, I believe that they could put on a good show. Because as much as you hate Becky Lynch, seeing Sasha beat the brakes off of her will give you so much joy, and it will. Let's be honest.
Okay, I'm gonna say something else. Yes, that would give me joy, but there has to be Lex Luthor to your Clark Kent. To your Superman. The person you fighting has to be able to push you in the ring, and she is so mediocre in the ring that it'll just look like when she was wrestling Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans is so green and so new compared to Becky that there's no reason why in those matches it looked like it was the opposite.
Right, that's true.
Because
Very true. I give you that.
Becky has no moveset. But I digress. I did like the promo. I like with them starting out with Sasha. I'm glad Sasha's keeping her heelness together. And Natalya is always going to be a gatekeeper. So we all know that. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Honestly, I just now, I know this is totally off subject and probably going to get some backlash in the comment section. I'm just now noticing that Natalya does not wear any underwear under her outfit. I'm just now noticing that.
Of course not. You remember I forgot I think it was a Royal Rumble or something where it was all over the internet when her stuff split down the middle?
Yeah. Oh, no, I did not.
You didn't know that?
Did not do that. No,
I did not know. They talked about it on Total Divas and everything. All the girls was giving her flack about it.
Like, dude, where's some drawers? It's cool. it's cool, but I just so happened I was like, she ain't got no drawers. Stupid. All right, let's go to the King of the Ring. I think this is the this was the still first round.
Yeah, it's still first round.
Match?
They have two sets of first round matches between the shows. Next week will start the second round.
Second round, right. So this is still first round match. This was Drew McIntyre versus Ricochet. Now, the former United States champion Ricochet and Drew McIntyre kicked off the in-ring portion of the show with the first of the two of the King of the Ring matches. A ruthless, ferocious McIntyre took the fight to the smaller opponent with the opening bell, tossing him around the square circle with reckless abandon. The one and only withstood the attack and sent the Scott to the floor, but before he could capitalize, he fell prey to the backbreaker on the guardrail and then the ring apron heading to the break, which this was a good match. I'm gonna get to this, but this was a really good match. The Scottish Psychopath worked over Ricochet's back, but the popular babyface caught him with a kick to the face, a missile drop kick, and a drop kick from the top rope. McIntyre answered with a release suplex, but Ricochet recovered and delivered a springboard clothesline. The action continued back inside, where Ricochet escaped a fireman's carry on the ropes. He dropped McIntyre flat on his back and made his way up to the top rope. Did the best 630 splash I've ever seen that followed after that, and the high-flying fan favorite earned a 1-2-3 victory. Ricochet defeated Drew McIntyre. So the match was great. Not taking anything away from the match. The match was really, 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 really good. It's a portion of me wanted to see McIntyre keep going. But man, being completely honest with you, Ricochet looks really, really, really freaking awesome in the ring.
Yeah.
Just really good. And it's hard because I'm torn, because I'm like, man, I want I really want Drew McIntyre to keep ascending and pursue this monster heel, this monster persona. But man, Ricochet is just so good in between the square circle, man. It's just hard to see that guy take an L, man.
Yeah.
So great match. Really great match. It really, for real, this kind of kicked off because to me, this Raw was more about the wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
More than anything. It was more about the wrestling. Some of the promos and stuff like that were okay, but it was really more about the wrestling. They put on a really good match. I really kind of wish McIntyre would have won, but I'm not mad that Ricochet won. Really good match. I was happy with it.
Yeah, it seems like right now they got it. I mean, you know how I feel about Drew McIntyre. I love the dude. He's the next big thing. Go back to that old school. And plus, Vince likes big monster superhero guys. And,
right.
He's a throwback to that. So it's only a matter of time. They just know they got them a gym right now in Ricochet. So they got to, how the WWE is. When they got a gym, they polish that gym and they go forward with it, just like with AJ. When AJ came in, they escalated him right away. So, they're doing the same thing with Ricochet. It just seems like right now Drew got this shtick to where he can't beat the small guys.
Right. So, same thing what happened with Cedric Alexander.
Yeah.
And what's funny about this is that Ricochet is getting over with his in-ring ability, not his mic skills.
Yeah.
With all of the things he does in ring. So just think if he had a persona as far as like this personality that was just overboard.
What really may help that is when they if they ever call his girl up, that may help it too. The Ninja Warrior chick, that may give her a little bit more personality. Having like I'm not sure she's gonna become a valet or nothing, but just to have her there, that may give him a little bit more. That's the only thing really holding him back now is personality. But like you said, his in-ring ability is so good you don't even care about it. Kind of like Apollo Crews, but they don't give Apollo Crews enough screen time, so his athletic ability can overshadow his non-mic skills and non-personality.
Right.
So,
Right.
But yeah, all in all, I thought it was a good match. Of course, these two matched so well together with Drew's brawler bruiser style with Ricochet's superhero style. So that anytime you put those two types together, it's going to make for a great match. So I enjoyed it. I hate that Drew's out of it now, but in a way, it may be a good thing, because who's to say that the King of the Ring is that launching pad like it used to be? I mean, Bad News Barrett was the last one to win it, and he didn't do anything. So they keep harping back on, this is the launching pad, Hall of Famers. Yeah, but when's the last time the last person that won it? Sheamus, maybe.
Yeah, and what's funny is that when they actually cut the vignette of the King of the Ring, they never mentioned Wade Barrett.
They never did.
Never mentioned Wade Barrett.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not like he left the company on any bad terms or anything. His contract was up and he chose to bounce.
Yeah.
So, but that's because they know that it's not a launching pad anymore. They still living off the past. But anyway, maybe it's good for Drew now. He can concentrate and maybe interfere in the Strowman Seth match or something. But
right. We'll see. So next match was the second King of the Ring tournament match, which was the Miz versus Baron, Applebee's manager Corbin.
I hate I gotta do this. I hate I gotta do it, but
Actually, was funny is that the tank top he has, I have the similar tank tops. So when he put out it, I finally just recognized and said, I was like, dude, I got the same black tank top in my drawer. But anyway,
at least he finally taking the Applebee's night manager shirt off when he wrestles now.
Right.
He been listening. He be looking at the internet. That's what it is.
Right. Like, dude, let me let this go. But the Miz cut a promo prior to the match with Baron Corbin bound to win the King of the Ring tournament and forever being known as King Awesome. Right before I go any further with this, I just have to say that was probably the weakest promo that Miz has cut in a long time. The crowd was not behind this.
You see what I got on the screen?
Whatsoever. Yeah, I seen it.
I've never done that for a Miz segment.
Yeah, this was so weak. I need him to go back heel. I need him to go
back to SmackDown. That's what I need.
Yeah, or either that go back to SmackDown permanently.
He's getting lost on Raw. He is lost on Raw.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's funny. I hate that but when we talk about, we both love the Miz, so we gonna digress a little bit to talk about the Miz because what they doing is shameful. Because it's crazy that you would figure somebody like Dolph will get lost on Raw. Yep. But Dolph is thriving.
And it's crazy.
That should be the Miz. But yet the Miz is okay, whatever. Let's keep going.
Okay, so let's finish this up. So the Hollywood A-lister did not fare well early, eating a big clothesline by Corbin, heading into the break. The Lone Wolf dominated until Miz mounted a comeback, even dropping him with a skull crushing finale for the very close 2 count. Corbin shook it off moments later and delivered an end of days to put away Miz and advance to the next round of the competition. Corbin defeated Miz via 1, 2, 3. Now, going back to what you were saying, the way that he cut that promo, the way the crowd reacted, and the way the whole entire match went, because for real, if it wasn't for a few moves, Miz kind of got dominated. And it was good for Baron Corbin, you know, but man, it's the Miz is so good, and you know, I know he's cutting a promo about his reality TV show and all of this and all of that. It's just not working on, like you said, on Raw. I feel bad I'm starting to feel kind of bad for Miz because this face run is terrible.
He needs his wife back. He need Maurice.
Yeah, he does.
So they can go back to thinking they better than everybody, and he plays such a great heel that he need to go back heel, get his wife back. I know that, but she pregnant again. He can't stop having babies. That's why until he stop having babies, his WWE career is gonna be over.
Yeah, well, I mean, he just started too. So, you know, I think he's now. I hate to say this, he's kind of in that mode now where the guy who's accomplished, because he's honestly he's fairly accomplished for the things that he's done in his career, from facing The Rock, main eventing in WrestleMania, getting almost every title in WWE. He's kind of at that point now where he's just, maybe we need to face it. He's just at that point now where maybe he's, you know, getting a couple people over every now and again.
Oh yeah, he is now a gatekeeper. He's a gatekeeper now. And it's sad because I still always thought Miz had another run in him, but apparently he's been once you go reality show, you become a gatekeeper.
He's almost like what Jericho was. Yeah, you know, Jericho towards the end of that WWE run was basically, like you said, a gatekeeper. Yeah.
And ain't nothing wrong with being a gatekeeper. It ain't wrong, especially if you can put on good quality matches and help put the person over to go on to the main event. Hey. There's a lot of old school Hall of Famers that made their careers out of being gatekeepers. Jake the Snake Roberts, you know what I'm saying? $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. $1 Million Man, You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of great wrestlers who were gatekeepers.
Yeah. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad. It's just when you start to see that career change and you invested in the guy so much, you're just kind of at the point now. You're just thinking, man, he's there now, and I have to accept it. I just have to accept it. Yep. He's still awesome on the mic. I really truly believe he's going to be one of those guys who's going to be a manager. Once his in-ring ability starts to really deteriorate, and he's like, I'm done with in-ring.
I can see him getting behind the desk.
Or getting behind the desk. I would honestly like him to be. The reason why I say I would like him to be a manager, because watching somebody like Bobby, he reminds me of what Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That voice. You know what I mean?
I'm just not convinced they'll ever go that hard in the paint with managers again.
Yeah, I don't think so too. And it's sad, but whatever. I gotta get out of the 90s.
Yeah.
All right, so the match that nobody cared about, Bayley versus Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley rekindled her rivalry with the Women's Tag Team Champion Nikki Cross this week, battling in the singles competition just days after accepting the challenge to defend her own title against Charlotte Flair at Clash of the Champions. Cross wore down the hugger, working the midsection of the champ. However, the tenacious babyface fought back, delivered a big suplex, a running knee lift, further stunned Cross, and a sideways slam put her down. Bayley delivered a flying elbow drop to pick up the victory. Bayley defeated Nikki Cross. This match was not good. Didn't care. It was almost like when the Hulk and Rocky Raccoon came in to see Thor in Endgame. He was like, I don't care. Don't want nothing of it. Who cares? Whatever. Unless you're giving me beer, that's the only reason why I would rewatch this match. Period. Point blank. It made Nikki Cross look trash. I was done with it. It's over.
Yeah, it's a shame they made her look like that. I mean, they just don't work well together.
No.
You could tell Bayley is extremely uncomfortable wrestling Nikki Cross. Her style, and I think it's her height, really. I think Bayley just
seems.
So? I think it is. I think it's. I mean, because she's shorter than Alexa.
She isn't. Alexa's short.
And Alexa is short. And so Bayley seems like a giant wrestling Nikki Cross. And Nikki Cross has like that kind of bruiser, real kind of strong
style.
Bruiser kind of style. And being that short, I think Bayley just feels extremely uncomfortable. They probably don't touch a lot in house shows. Yeah. And she just feels extremely uncomfortable wrestling somebody that's that much shorter than her. That's what I think it is.
For one, they need to get rid of that women's tag team title. Just get rid of it.
It's never going to happen.
And I know, but they need to get rid of it because they need
to legitimize it. You know what I'm saying?
Or something.
They need to give it to probably Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
You think so?
Yeah, give it to somebody who's going to actually go out there and somebody who don't really have like over the top characters. That way they can't play on all the craziness. Like they got this Moment of Bliss thing now. The Iconics were the Iconics. Mandy Rose, she comes out and kind of does her whole pretty thing, but they mainly go out there and wrestle. If they give it to two people who don't got no talk show, don't got no backstage segments, they just go out and wrestle, but then they'll probably keep them off TV. So,
sorry, that's just how I felt about watching the Iconics wrestle again. I'm sorry for yawning on camera. You said Iconics, and it just automatically made me sleepy.
Shout out to Ty Dillinger. Him and old girl got married over the weekend.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to them too.
The one, the not so annoying one from the Iconics. Not Billy. What's her name? Billy Kay and Peyton Royce.
The one that doesn't scream all the time.
Peyton Royce and Todd Dillinger got married over the weekend.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, congratulations to those two. Now, the tag team Turmoil match. This is kind of long. So I'm going to kind of skim through it. I'm not going to read so fast that the audience that you guys on YouTube doesn't catch it. But I kind of want to make sure that you know kind of how terrible the WWE tag team division is right now. So the tag team Turmoil match to determine the next contender for Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman's Raw tag team titles kicked off with the Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar, battling the B team, Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas.
The fact that the B team was even in this lets you know how this went.
Right. Terrible. They got smashed. They might as well put two jobbers in that place because it was literally almost the same thing. Let them get smashed. Then the OC, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson was out next. A hard-hitting physical match ensued, including a suicide dive from Ivar until the former tag team champion. If this was an actual match, it probably would have been good.
Yeah.
probably would have been good.
Then they ended it in a double DQ, which made no sense.
Made absolutely, because they're brawling on the outside. Come on, WWE. If the referee cannot get these guys back in the ring, hey, get them back in the ring. Start the countdown. Start doing something to double DQ these guys because they're actually brawling on the outside, giving fans what they want. I know they want to make the Viking Raiders strong. I know they want to keep Gallows and Anderson strong. But do not give me a double DQ while they're out there beating the crap out of each other, and I'm actually enjoying it. Bad WWE. That was bad. Yeah. Horrible.
You see my Enzo gif. That's why I put it up there.
Horrible thing that y'all did.
It's ridiculous.
So, right. So, makeshift tag team of the night, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. Don't call him Bobby. Or who was that? They called it out on commentary. Was like Bobby Roode, and why can't I think of his name?
Corey Graves.
Yeah, Corey Graves called him Bobby, and what's his face? Because I got so numb at the commentary now. I'm about to start watching Raw without the sound. Because I'm so numb to it, because they don't. It's almost like they do not pay attention to past Raws or past thing that happened to reference what's going on in the ring at that particular time.
Only thing on the side note about commentary, we'll get back to the match. It annoys me that Renee and I know they're good friends, so they got this type of connection. They're real good friends, but Renee and Corey argue so much.
Yeah,
they argue so much.
I mean,
it was different when the King and people used to argue with each other and take jabs and joking. These two, they talk over each other and argue and take kind of slide little comments that if they wasn't cool, they'll put their hand over the mic and be like, "Hey, bro, you say that again, I'm gonna come across this table on you." You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Okay, so we need to get what's his name? Who we need to get rid of? Michael Cole. I couldn't think of his name because he annoys me that much. Because what he doesn't, this is what I like, the banter between Renee Young and Corey Graves. Mm-hmm. Do not get me wrong on that, because it really reminds me of Tony Schiavone and Bobby Heenan. Because you could be calling a match and they're going at it for no apparent reason.
He just signed with AEW too.
Who? Tony Schiavone?
Yeah.
Ooh, because I like me some Tony Schiavone.
They just signed him to a contract. So you gonna have Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross.
I'm gonna be watching some AEW. I'm gonna be watching, because Tony Schiavone is that man. Swap me. Get Cole over on AEW. Fire Cole and hire Tony Schiavone. Because this the way the way Tony Schiavone. This is what I liked about. And I know this is deviating from this match. This is why I didn't like the tag team Turmoil match. It wasn't just the commentary. But the reason why I like Tony Schiavone comes deviating, because Tony Schiavone will always reference what happened last week or what happened at this event, and will make it relevant to what's going on in the ring right now. Mm-hmm. Michael Cole would completely forget, like I forgot Michael Cole's name, what happened last week on Raw, or what happened 2 weeks ago.
He get people's moves wrong, they gender wrong, they race wrong, they name wrong.
I mean, and then had the nerves to stop Corey Graves from calling him Bobby as he's Robert Roode. Shut up, Michael Cole. Nobody cares about you anymore. I like the banter that's going on between Corey Graves and Renee Young. Yeah, and Renee Young, not Mike. What's going on with Michael Cole? He's just there, and it's irritating. Oh God, he's irritating me. Anyway, all right, so. Where was I at? I done lost my place. Okay, the makeshift team of Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode hit the ring next and confronted by the Lucha House Party, because Ever's next. Dorado and
Grand Metalik.
Yeah, Grand Metalik. The Masters Door split up a fight. This wasn't nothing to be excited about either, but the show-off was able to down Metalik with a super kick and eliminate the babyface duo. Ziggler and Roode defeated the Lucha House Party. That lasted all of I want to say about maybe 2.5 to 3 minutes. Wasn't nothing to be excited about.
So let's get here. First, we had a glorified squash match. And then you had a decent match that ended up a double DQ, which was ridiculous. Then you had another squash match. Good job. Good job, tag team turmoil.
Yeah, good job, the tag team division. Now, because again, I'm going to deviate because this is when it started actually getting, started to get a little better. Because Bobby Roode has always been a good tag team partner. He's always been good in tag team division. Dolph Ziggler, for some reason, is over in the wrong of reasons. People like seeing him for real. And he wrestles his behind off.
Oh yeah.
So it's not that he sucks. He's good on the mic. Even losing, people still want to see him on TV
because he's what I said earlier about a good gatekeeper.
Yeah, very good gatekeeper. And then you have I'm still calling him Bobby, not Robert. Bobby Roode is excellent. I don't care with nobody. He can wrestle his behind off. He's good on the mic. I'm glad he's not chasing a 24/7 championship.
Yeah.
I actually like this tag team together.
Yes, I do too.
As makeshift as it is, this could actually have the makings of a great tag. Almost, and tell me if I'm wrong here. Does this not remind you of the Hollywood Blondes? When they just stuck Stunning Steve Austin, Brian Pillman together, say you guys going to be a tag team.
You know what? For that, I'm gonna take that off the screen because when you said that made me take my Stone Cold thing off the screen because that was
Think
a good.
about it.
That made this segment not a piece of trash just because you said that. But you can tell that they know that they got something good there. That's the only reason why they did that double DQ because they wanted to put them over.
Right.
Just like when they put Sheamus and Cesaro together, when you got two good singles wrestlers who are floundering in the singles division, just throw them in the tag team division because the tag team division is whack anyway. They're so much more better than everybody else. Let them get the belts and run with it.
And Sheamus has not been the same. I mean, not Sheamus. Cesaro has not been the same since Sheamus has been gone on injury.
Yeah, because he's not a singles wrestler. They are golden together.
Yeah, they were better as a tag team than they were as singles competitors. You know what I mean? And this is kind of how I feel about Bobby, which they're great as singles wrestlers. But Bobby was floundering on 24/7. You had Dolph Ziggler as a gatekeeper. You put these guys together. They have, for some reason, I just felt this chemistry coming out.
Even on the mic, their backstage promo.
Mic, when they cut that promo, yeah, that's why I was like, dude, who did it remind me of? Brian Pillman, Stunning Steve Austin. You got this one guy who is just so flamboyant. That was Brian Pillman. Brian Pillman was the flamboyant, boisterous, crazy. That's Dolph Ziggler.
I just hope they don't put Ziggler in no robe.
Dude, keep them. You know what?
They bet not, like they did with Gable. When him and Gable got together, they turned Gable into Bobby Roode Jr.
Yeah, and they shouldn't have did that.
Doing the glorious interest to keep them coming out wearing their own stuff.
They don't
need to be wearing the same thing like a legit tag team. I mean, eventually even Sheamus and Cesaro end up doing that, but their gimmick was they was doing the fusion and the thing they was. I mean, man, I miss them.
They were over. Honestly, even as a heel tag team, they were over because people love to watch them wrestle. No matter who they were wrestling, even if they lost or won, people liked them.
The bar.
You know what I mean?
We don't let the bar.
So the bar.
We are the bar.
Yeah, good. I mean, great. And I kind of feel like this is the point where Bobby Roode started going to be on. Anytime Bobby Roode is on TV, it's a plus for me, especially if he's winning. Yeah. So I'm good with it. I liked it. Now, the Revival was next after Lucha House Party.
This just lets you know that they already made up their mind about Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. The simple fact that the OC, the Revival, Heavy Machinery, all people you think they would probably give them another shot at the belts, didn't get it done. The Heavy Machinery is a SmackDown tag team.
Right. So this is okay. So this gave me a look into what the I think because the Revival, the match was only, I want to say maybe 4 minutes, 5 minutes. But what I seen, and I'm gonna kind of read this. Wasted little time. Okay, so up next was the Revival, who wasted little time putting in the expert tag team wrestling abilities on display against the first time opposition. opposition. Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder worked over Ziggler, who made the tag to his tag team partner and necessitated the comeback. The Revival appeared to cut off the show off and Rue's momentum, but the latter was able to score the pinfall on Dawson to eliminate the former tag team champions. Now, again, this gave me a hint to what Bobby Roode, and that's where I think the Hollywood Blinds, they started to come into my mind, because the way that these guys wrestled against each other for the short, brief period of time gave me a glimpse of, dude, this is a new Hollywood Blinds versus when Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard was wrestling. So I was sitting there, I'm looking at it in a perspective of I can see Heyman in this. Maybe I'm wrong, but I can see a lot.
That has Heyman written all over. The simple fact that those four men even touched, make you think this ain't the last time we're gonna see this right here.
Right. So
it all depends on how much they're gonna go in with this whole Revival and the RKO thing.
And honestly, I like the Revival better on SmackDown than I do on Raw. And I think they will flourish more on SmackDown anyway with Randy Orton. Yeah. So I think that's the reason why they're not having them go that far. But to see the glimpse of them wrestling together, I'm like, ooh,
that could be good.
This could be good, you know. So
I wouldn't mind seeing a best out of 2 out of 3 falls between those four.
Yes, because they're good in the ring. All 4 men are great in the ring, you know. So then we had Zack Ryder and Carl Hawkins come out after the commercial break.
I got to put it back up, man. I got to do it.
And you already know what this is. You already know what this is.
We don't got to talk about that. Just go on to the.
Yeah, well, you already know. So that was the end of that. Then Heavy Machinery, which was pretty good. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this was probably the best.
I thought they were gonna go over.
The Heavy Machinery was getting off some moves, and it was a great match. Honestly, the small portion of time that they had, Heavy Machinery is going to be some big players, man.
They just green. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
They got called up super early. They just green. So the more time they get to touch great competitors in the ring, is all the better for them. Their time is coming.
Right, and of course Ziggler and Roode got went over on Heavy Machinery, but do not count Heavy Machinery out. First of all, they're green in the as far as the in ring, as far as like Raw and the main roster, but them as far as Mike, charisma, it's just charisma by itself, man. You just want to see these guys wrestle. They're kind of like I think you mentioned this before we was talking off camera. I think we were talking, and you were saying that they're kind of like the New Day as far as that charisma. And most definitely they have charisma. Just them being in the ring just is joy.
When those guys get time, they put on a pretty. Because I didn't know the bigger guy, the taller guy, was as athletic as he is. He do moonsaults and everything off the top rope.
Right.
So yeah, because the match they had with for the tag titles against Rowan and Bryan was a great match. They did a move. I don't know if they did it last night, where they do a suplex and they hand it off.
Like, I don't think they did it last night.
One person picks up for a suplex, and then he hands the person off to the other person, and then they drop it with a double suplex. I ain't never seen that before. I was like, okay. And you know us, we just seen everything. So when you show me something I ain't seen before, you get a clap from me. So yeah, I'm all about Heavy Machinery. Their time will come.
Yes, absolutely. So again, people are talking about the tag team division as a whole, not great whatsoever. Again, I believe what's going to happen at Clash of the Champions is that Dolph and Bobby Roode is going to get the titles. Oh, yeah. Because some shenanigans is going to happen. We've seen this over and over and over again throughout the generations. When you give 2 baby faces the belt, one is going to hit one.
Oh, no. Drew's going to be involved in that. That got Drew McIntyre written all over it. Because Dolph Ziggler is Drew McIntyre's boy.
Yeah. So
that got Drew written all over it.
Yeah, so it's going to be some shenanigans. There's going to happen in that title match. There's going to give Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode the titles. Do I wish the OC would have got another crack at it? Yes. I just think their time is up at WWE.
Well, you already know what I said about that. They riding it out with AJ.
Yeah, they're riding it out. So, it sucks, but it is what it is, So, then I want to say one of the best matches, and only because it's Sasha Banks. With Sasha Banks versus Natalya. See, I like Natalya too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Natalya fan.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I'm a Natalya
Always
fan.
have been.
Yeah. So it's anytime Sasha Banks and Natalya get together, even Natalya going taking the L, it's still good because the way that she sells certain times when she does sell,
because it's two people in the ring together who both have a nice moveset and can work.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going to be a good match, especially in the women's division, because if there's anybody who was miles above the other person, either with moveset or ability, you can tell in the women's division. That's why all Becky Lynch's matches suck.
Yep.
Because 9 times out of 10, she is not the on par or better than the person she's fighting. So they got to carry her and put over her 5 moves. Then when they get their offense, it looks amazing. You're like, dang, how come this person ain't going to win? How did the other person win that did 8 moves? That did punch, kick, exploder, weak little second rope, elbow drive, punch, kick, disarmor to win. What the hell? The other person did a couple of moonsaults. They did this, they did that, See?
Absolutely correct. The visual Natalya attacked Sasha Banks before the bell. I mean, when she came out, I was like, ooh. Continued the brawl right where it left off earlier in the evening. The third generation competitor sent the boss back first into the guardrail, then followed up with a suplex on the floor. Natalya continued her attack in the ring, sending Banks flying with a German suplex. Capitalizing on the previous injured arm of her opponent, the boss sent Natty into the steel post and then turned her attention to the limb. The resilient Queen of Hearts fought through the tremendous pain to counter a double knee with a roll-up. She applied the sharpshooter at one point, but Banks broke it by refocusing her attack on the arm. Now, before I say anything, the only thing is Natalya has to sell this arm industry, elbow industry better at certain points, because you can't attack with the elbow then say, "Oh snap, my elbow hurts" when you get put in a move. Because you can't run out and punch the crap out of her and then not favor that elbow.
It's adrenaline. I mean? It's adrenaline rush.
It's adrenaline, yeah.
Adrenaline rush. Like Twister.
So the backstabber and the base statement eventually forced the tap out from Natalya, securing Banks with her first televised victory since WrestleMania 35. After the match, the boss re-entered the ring and reapplied the Banks statement before leaving, happy with her actions. Banks defeated Natalya
with a smirk on her face. Go ahead, Banks.
I love it. I absolutely love it. This is, again, what I said last week. This is the Banks that we all deserved. And I absolutely love it. She's more gritty now. This is something that I kind of want to see Bayley become. I want to see Bayley become this particular type of heel, because eventually she's going to turn heel. Everybody turns heel once, and I want to see Bayley like that, all that hugger and all of that, to turn around and bow, be aggressive. Because Bayley has been more aggressive.
Yeah, she has, but they ain't gonna ever turn her for it. It's just like Cena, man. The merch, man. The little kids ain't gonna get behind a heel Bayley.
They got behind a heel Hogan.
Yeah, but Hogan had to lead the company to do that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he did. He did.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about merch, man. And people wonder why Cena never went heel, because Cena sell too much merch to little. Rey Mysterio never go heel because he sell too much merch to little kids.
That's true. That's now, I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say that's just how it goes.
And I'm sorry. I just think just one good time, let Bayley go heel, let her be ultra aggressive. Then you can turn her back face after. Give me a month or two of her just being a dominant heel, because I just want to see it. I
really don't think she can pull it off.
You don't think so? I think so. I think the more aggressive.
It won't be organic. It'll seem fake to me. She'll try it, and she'll probably try her hardest. But she is so nice. That's just like Apollo. It's like Apollo Crews trying to go heel.
That's true. She's super nice in real life too. Like
she's not that good of an actor.
That's probably what it is.
She don't got no swag to her. Naomi, somebody like that, they can go back and forth for being heel and babyface. Alexa Bliss, they can go back and forth. You know, Bayley, she is babyface.
That's true.
She's Hillbilly Jim. She'll be a good guy for the rest of her career.
All right, so after a week after defeating Sami Zayn to earn his way to the next round of the King of the Ring tournament, Cedric Alexander battled the always game Cesaro in the singles competition. The Swiss cyborg targeted the knee of the opponent, taking away some of Alexander's aerial assault. However, the former Cruiserweight champion fought through the pain and showed off his resilience and the guttiness that fueled the success on 205 Live. Late in the match, Alexander endured a half crab, over and over and over again, a la Lance Storm, that further damaged his knee. Double, though, he fought his way back to the bottom of the rope and necessitated the break. Shrugging off the pain, he delivered a modified Spanish fly. Then he followed up with an attempt at the springboard kick, but Cesaro caught him and reapplied a half crab again. I think he did half crabbed him like 8 times, it felt like. Alexander fought back through it, delivered the lumber check from out of nowhere for the win. Result, Alexander defeated Cesaro. Now, I'm biased on this because I'm a fan of Cesaro.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys wrestled their behind off.
Yeah.
It was almost like what's crazy is that this is what Cesaro brings me every single week. Mm-hmm. Almost top caliber type of matches, no matter who he wrestles. But takes the L in the process. It hurts. Yeah. It hurts. Because Cesaro is so good in the ring.
He's another one I can't believe he's on Raw. He's getting lost in the shuffle. He goes out and put on good matches, but then after he's done, you'll forget about it. You'll forget he's even on the roster.
You know who he needs to be wrestling on SmackDown? Just think of one person that he needs to wrestle to bring to he needs to be wrestling on SmackDown.
There's a few, man. That whole roster. I mean, we talking about new? Buddy Murphy or
just Sasuke.
Oh, Shinsuke.
I don't know why I call him Sasuke. Shinsuke.
What the hell was wrong with you,
man? Because for one, I don't know what the hell is going on with WWE and the Intercontinental Championship. You pay more attention to, let's think about this. You pay more attention to the women's tag team title than you do the Intercontinental Champion.
It's because Vince got something against foreigners. Come on now, we all know this.
It sucks because Cesaro could be wrestling for the Intercontinental Championship match, making Shinsuke look like $1 million, or vice versa. You know what I mean? The King of Strong Style versus Cesaro, and you wouldn't pay to watch that?
Hopefully they let Aleister Black go after the belt, because I would love to see Aleister Black and Shinsuke have a few matches together.
Yeah, I mean
the Black Mass versus the Kinshasa.
Oh yeah. But you have to Cesaro needs to be on Raw until on SmackDown until Sheamus comes back. Period. Point blank. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So the main event of the night. What gift do you have for this main event of the night? Before I talk about it, I want you to pick the gift.
Yeah, let's go with Enzo.
That works. So the main event featuring Braun Strowman challenging AJ Styles for the United States Championship 1 week after Monster Among Men teamed with Seth Rollins to defeat Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson to win the Raw Tag Team titles and end the OC's dominance over the brand. Strowman's overwhelmed Styles heading into the break, leaving the phenomenal one reeling. Back from commercial, though, Styles wrested control of the bout from his opponent, even grounding him, applying a half calf crusher. Strowman screamed in pain, but was able to use his seemingly superhuman strength to break out of the hold and begin the comeback. A blind charge into the corner, though, ended the Monster Among Men, crashing shoulder first into the ring post. Another blind charge led to the official being bumped into the ring apron into the floor. This allows Styles to deliver the thumb to the eye, which I haven't seen since Hogan.
So Piper made that.
Piper made it famous, but Hogan was the only good guy that would do a thumb to the eye.
Yeah.
Just be honest.
Yeah.
Or rate the eyes.
Yeah.
He gave him a thumb to the eye and a low blow. Styles grabbed the shield chair but fell prey to the Strowman's running power slam with no referee To count the fall, Anderson and Gallo hit the ring. Monster Among Men fought him off with the chair. But as the official recovered, Styles faked the injury a la Eddie Guerrero.
Yep, Latino he.
A la Eddie Guerrero. But for the caused the referee to call for the bell, word to Master Styles via disqualification. Strowman unloaded an all around on them all around, dropping the heels with power slams in the show. Styles defeated Strowman via DQ. I honestly wish he would have. I wish Styles would have grabbed it, then hit the apron. Hit the mat with the chair, then threw it back to him and fell over. Because that would have been in the vein of Eddie Guerrero. That would have been pure Eddie Guerrero. But still, it was still a la Eddie Guerrero. The shenanigans happened again. AJ Styles could not put on a match versus Braun Strowman. Let's be honest, it's never gonna truly happen the way it should happen. So,
yeah, that's what upset me because man, he will make. Braun's already a monster. If they would let AJ really just wrestle him, man, he will make Braun look like Hercules. He'll probably throw AJ from one end of the ring out of the ring, and AJ will sell the mess out of it. Yeah. But it's not going to happen. Maybe they're teasing it for Clash of the Champions. Maybe Clash of the Champions is going to be better than the. This is. I would say this is still a good setup. You think Braun going to have 3 matches at Clash of the Champions? That'd be a big FU to the rest of the division if one person is in 3 championship matches.
That's very true.
You think he gonna defend the tag titles, go after the world title, and go after the United States title?
WWE has shown me that it would do anything any given point in time.
Yeah, if he would have won, that's what I was thinking. I was like, dang, Braun gonna be on Clash of the Champions in 3 of the not so many championship matches. That'd be a big FU to the rest of the locker room. That's why I knew he wasn't winning tonight.
No.
Wait in the world, that man gonna be involved in 3 matches at Clash when the pay-per-view with all the championships, and he gonna be in 3 of them.
So who's facing the United States champion in
we don't know yet.
Clash of Champions? Yeah. So is the winner of the King of the Ring tournament going to face the United States champion?
Probably not. They're gonna consider that as a championship match basically because you get to be the king afterwards. So as of right now, I don't think AJ has a match. That'll probably be. He still got 3 weeks, so they're probably gonna set something up.
Oh, this has just made me think about this. Going back to Baron Corbin. When he cut the promo and called himself King Corbin, I was like, that actually kind of has a nice ring to it. Maybe I don't know. I kind of like that promo. When he said King Corbin, I was like,
if anybody that can, aside from the new young guys they trying to push, if anybody else would benefit from the King of the Ring, it would be Baron Corbin.
Be Baron Corbin. It
has to be a heel. A heel has to win it.
Yeah.
The King of the Ring doesn't work with a babyface. That's already been proven.
It doesn't. And you got it. I would say, even this, when Booker T won King of the Ring, he became King Booker. As good as Booker T was prior to that, it made it even better with King Booker.
Oh yeah, he actually got the belt as King Booker.
Got the world title. You know what I'm saying? As King Booker.
Mm-hmm.
So
and had a nice run.
He did. May Sharmell, you know what I'm saying? His real life wife.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's if you're gonna do it like that. If you're gonna have them, and that's what I kind of seen that. You know what I mean? With Baron Corbin being champion, it kind of remind me, what if Baron Corbin becomes that Harley Race type of king? Remember when because Harley Race was, the king even before King of the Ring tournament.
Yeah.
But the character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all about the character. And I see
Harley Race was from the crib too, and so is Baron Corbin.
From the crib. So you see, I looked at it. He had the crown on. I seen Harley Race.
You know what? Matter of fact, I forgot that's gonna happen. I just thought that Harley just died. And Harley was from Kansas City. They Baron from Kansas City. Yeah, that's happening. That's a done deal. Sign that.
You see it.
Stamp that. That's definitely happening.
You see it, because the way he cut that promo, he had the crown on. Nobody is SmackDown to me. I mean, Ali, yeah, but the SmackDown side seems weaker. Maybe it's just me. I like it.
Except for Joe.
Except for just Samoa Joe. But, as far as the overall, the only person that I honestly see legitimately climbing climbing that new plateau of actually giving some legitimacy to the King of the Ring besides Samoa Joe, Baron Corbin.
I think Joe and Corbin in the finals will probably be a pretty decent match too if they give him some time and everything.
And I think they will give. I think they will give us some time when it comes to that finals match from East Side. I think they will.
Is the finals going to happen at Clash of Champions? Is that all that's going to happen, or is it going to be a couple more matches and then the finals? Because they should wrestle at least twice on the show.
Yeah, I'm not particularly for sure, but they need to. If they're going to have the final match at Clash of Champions, I would like that. The final match, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not the two semifinals. I think that's Raw, for Raw and SmackDown. Yeah. When you got the final, so who's going to face so and so? At Clash of Champions, that fight needs to happen.
I would like there to be at least the final four. You know what I'm saying?
At Clash of Champions.
Yeah, like the two people from SmackDown, the two people from Raw, then the winner, like that match on Clash, and then the winners of that match, the finals be at Clash. Those matches, I think, should be at Clash. I don't want it just to be the finals match at Clash.
Yeah, I can see where you're going with that.
That's the drama of all this. They've already wrestled once tonight. That's good storytelling right there.
Yeah, I can see that. Which I wish they wouldn't have called it. I wish this was actually the King of the Ring pay-per-view instead of Clash of the Champions pay-per-view. Yeah. Because then it will you can still put all the titles on the line. You can still do all of this because WWE does what it wants to do anyway. Mm-hmm. Still put all the titles on the line. Still do all of this, but actually call it King of the Ring. So we can have that old nostalgia King of the Ring feel when you're going into that pay-per-view. King of the Ring pay-per-views used to be really good with the likes of Owen Hart and all these other guys that came before them.
Yeah, but they need a reason to put quality matches on the live shows. That's why they got the tournament on SmackDown and Raw. It gives them a reason to put quality matches and not bullshit matches on the live shows.
True. So all in all, what would you give Raw on this? As a grade, what would you give Raw?
I mean, they're holding steady at a C plus B minus. I mean they're holding steady. You know what I'm saying? I mean it's not overly. I mean it has its laws and it has its what the hell moments, but the actual wrestling that is going on is good.
It's wrestling going on. I think that's the difference.
And of course, we got some more Street Profits. Anytime the Street Profits is on television, I'm all for it.
We want smoke.
And they dropped the belts.
They did?
They dropped the NXT belts to the Undisputed Era.
Because I don't get to watch NXT.
Yeah.
So
it happened on a live taping. They dropped and then what they said what happened was as they were walking out of the ramp, the whole crowd was saying "Thank you, Profits."
Because they're getting ready to get called up.
Yeah.
And just them being backstage.
I don't know though. I don't know. I don't want to
cut them wrestle yet. I have not seen them wrestle. I have no idea what they look like in ring.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't know if they are going to get called up because now they, NXT is going to 2 hours on cable television. They need superstars.
Man, they need to be in. For one, they need to be on the main roster because of the lack of tag teams.
Yeah.
NXT is the place where you develop those tag. You can build more tag teams. You know what I mean? But the main roster is lacking tag teams so much, and you got these guys. The Street Profits doing their stick on Raw for the last 3 months?
Like the last 3 pay-per-views.
You know what I mean? So get these guys there. Yeah. Get these guys.
Like you said, they dropped the belts and the crowd pretty much gave them a send-off. So.
Wow, I need to see these guys in ring. That's what I need to do.
They're not great. They're green, especially the big guy. He's green. The other guy, when he gets the hot tag and he's flying all over the place and doing crazy stuff. They need better ring gear. Their ring gear looks like they made it themselves. But the whole crowd has the solo cups. I don't know if they sell. I don't know if the people bring them in themselves or if they sell them at merch. But the whole crowd has solo cups. Cause that's
That
their
is
little
so,
shtick. They got the solo cups and they
because
be
that's black as you can get. That is as black as you can get.
and they always teasing the fact that they got something in them cups. You know what
In
I'm
the
saying?
cups, that's as black as you can get.
So I mean, I love the Street Profits, man. So we'll see what happens with them. All in all, like I said, it's a good B minus C plus show. A good 3 week out to a pay per view show. They still doing their thing, and I got no problem with it. Like I said, I got the rock clap up there on the screen. I mean, it is what it is. They doing their thing.
Yeah, I give it a B. And the reason why it's not a B, I wouldn't give it a B minus, only because Sasha Banks starting the show, cutting that promo, being what she did in the ring, showing the aggressiveness. Dolph Ziggler and Robert, don't call me Bobby no more, rude. So Bobby rude to me. But them being a tag team, surprising as far as how well they work together and what I could see. And honestly, Baron Corbin cutting this promo was a highlight for me, because it showed me a glimpse of what, if I was booking this is what I would do. You know what I mean? I could see the booking, and like you said, Heyman's fingerprint was all over.
You know what would have made this show even better? Just look at the whole show and take everybody from SmackDown off of the show.
True. And not having the B team and Hawkins and Zack Ryder get smushed.
Yeah.
Like
Aren't they a SmackDown tag team also?
Yep.
Take everybody from SmackDown off of the show. You would have had because that takes away most of the moments, and it would have been a pretty good show.
Oh, this is another thing. And of course we don't cover SmackDown, but the whole reveal and them showing that reveal of who was trying to kill Roman Reigns being Eric Roman's daddy, or
Yeah.
get out. This is what I'm gonna give you.
There we go.
Pissed me
off. I got you.
Pissed me off.
Yeah, they had a great story. They had a great story going there, and they just boo-booed all over it.
That, and then Rey Mysterio showing that clip of Dominique. That there is why it's just a B. B is passing because some of the wrestling was really good. But those two recaps right there.
And like I said, take everything that had to do with SmackDown off of the show, and you got you a good show.
You got you a pretty decent show.
Not saying I don't like SmackDown, but I'm tired of this wild card and all this. Keep Raw and keep SmackDown. They don't need to intermingle.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, you're right. They should just separate the shows. Have it how it used to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So all in all, B show. Yeah. It was cool. Good wrestling. Good. As far as wrestling wise, it's starting to become now more of a wrestling show instead of 20 minutes of promos.
Oh yeah, those days are over.
Yeah, in 2 minutes of
now
wrestling.
Heyman's in charge. Those days are over unless he's cutting it.
Yeah. So.
Oh, side note, I don't know if you saw. I guess at a live show, Daniel Bryan was facing Kofi Kingston, and of course, Daniel was getting heat, and I guess the match was in a lull or whatever, so everybody started chanting CM Punk. So Daniel picks up Kofi and delivers a GTS, and then goes to deliver it again. Kofi reverses it, and then Kofi delivers the GTS.
I love it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
So that proves to show that the live shows are some of the best thing in WWE because they get to be themselves, and when they get to TV, they get handcuffed and they can't really be themselves. That's why it proves if you're going to attend a WWE event, everybody always want to go to Raw or SmackDown. You get a chance to go to one of the live shows that aren't televised, you should go because they do things on those live shows they would never do on a tape TV.
I think that's the only thing that I haven't went to I haven't been to a pay-per-view and I haven't been to a live taping. Yeah. Or I haven't been to NXT. So I think now that you said that, I think that's my next move. Next time they come to town on a live tape, and I'm going to have to make my way down and wherever they're at and go check them out.
Yeah, 'cause they do crazy stuff like that. And then they always grabbing the mic and doing extra stuff, so those taping. I've been to a few. Those tapings are like it didn't surprise me that happened at a taping. The crowd is chanting CM Punk, and they're like, you know what? They both are friends with Punk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's do the GTS, and then you're gonna try to do it to me, and I'm gonna reverse it, and I'm gonna do it back to you. That's amazing. It's on the internet. You can check it out.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Well, that is it for Raw Talk.
It is. And we had a great time with this one.
Okay, so if anybody doesn't know, I can't see Nute, so I can't see him live in real time, his reactions. So I'm looking at it on my phone, and it's delayed. So I'm not even there anymore.
Yep. We'll catch y'all later, people.
So make sure you guys like, share, comment. Make sure you guys check out Nute's all of his. If you can see me pointing, check out all of his social media. Make sure you check out my social media, the Dre Mac Show on Instagram, the Dre Mac Show, Dre Mac 99 on Twitter. You can hit me up on Twitter, or you can go to my own YouTube page, which is the Dre Mac Show. It's not wrestling comment. It's more and more personal blogs, my podcast that I run. But you can check me out, and if you want me to do wrestling blogs, I will make sure to accommodate wrestling blogs. But you got to make sure you guys are liking, sharing, and commenting if you like what we're bringing up, because I can't review SmackDown on my own podcast. If you guys want me to do that, I have no problem with doing that. More because I am a big nerd, so I do. I have my comic books. So if you guys want me to review particular comic books and stuff like that I haven't read, I will read them and review them. Wrestling and whatever else, guys, that you want. That's what I'm here for. I know Nute does the same thing. He's getting ready to get to World of Warcraft, so I'm going to let him go here in a minute.
Yeah, as always, guys, it's always a good time. We'll be back next week. Holla at your boys. We do our thing, and we family. Peace, hair grease, everything like that.
Yeah, baby!
Deuces.